the MotivEnglish podcast, where learning English is friendly, simple, and enjoyable. We're really happy you're here with us today.
Yes, welcome. Whether you're listening at home, on the bus, at work, or while walking outside, thank you for spending your time with us. You are always welcome here.
Before we start, we want you to take a deep breath and relax. This is not a test. No one is judging you. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need a perfect accent.
That's right. Here at MotivEnglish, we believe learning English should be fun, not stressful. It should feel like a friendly conversation, not a classroom with pressure.
Many English learners feel nervous. Maybe your heart beats fast before you speak. Maybe you're afraid of making mistakes. If that's you, we want you to know something important.
You are not alone. Every English learner feels this way at some point, and today's episode is especially for you.
Today, we're talking about a powerful idea. You don't need to be perfect to speak English.
Yes, you don't need perfect sentences. You don't need perfect pronunciation. You just need the courage to try.
Mistakes are not a sign of failure. Mistakes are a sign that you are learning, growing, and using the language.
In this episode, we want to help you feel safe, relaxed, and confident. We want you to enjoy English, not fear it.
So get comfortable, maybe grab a drink, and listen like you're chatting with friends. Because today, we're going to show you something important. Mistakes are not your enemies. They are your friends. Now, let's talk about mistakes. This word sounds scary to many English learners, but it shouldn't. Mistakes are a normal and natural part of learning any language, and they are especially important when you are learning English.
That's right. Everyone makes mistakes. Beginners make mistakes. Intermediate learners make mistakes. Advanced learners make mistakes. Even native English speakers make mistakes every single day, often without noticing.
But many learners believe mistakes are bad. They think a mistake means I am not smart, or my English is terrible, or people will laugh at me. These thoughts create fear, and fear makes learning very difficult.
Because of this fear, many learners choose silence. Silence feels safe. When you stay quiet, you don't make mistakes. You don't feel embarrassed. You don't feel nervous.
But here is the truth. Silence is perfect, but silence does not help you speak English. Silence protects your feelings, but it does not train your brain or your mouth.
When you speak, even with mistakes, your brain is active. It is searching for words. It is building sentences. It is learning how English really works in real life.
Think about learning to ride a bicycle. At the beginning, you fall again and again. Falling is not failure. Falling is part of practice. If you never get on the bike, you never learn to ride.
Learning English is exactly the same. When you make a mistake, you are riding the bike. When you stay silent, you are standing still and watching.
Mistakes are not walls that stop you. Mistakes are signs that show you the way forward. They tell you what to improve and what to practice next.
Many learners say, I will speak when my English is perfect. But perfect English does not come before speaking. Perfect English comes because of speaking in practicing.
Speaking comes first. Mistakes come next. Learning happens all the time.
Let's imagine two learners. One learner speaks a lot, makes mistakes, feels shy sometimes but keeps going. The other learner studies quietly but avoids speaking.
After 1 year, the first learner will usually speak better English, not because they are more talented, but because they practiced more.
Mistakes mean you are trying. Mistakes mean you are brave. Mistakes mean you are using English instead of only thinking about English.
English is a tool for communication, not a school exam. The goal is not perfection. The goal is connection and understanding.
So instead of asking, did I make a mistake, ask yourself, did people understand me?
If the answer is yes, then you succeeded. That is real progress.
From today, we want you to change how you see mistakes.
Do not see mistakes as enemies. See them as teachers that help you grow.
Because every mistake is proof that you are practicing, learning, and moving forward in your English journey.
Remember, every confident speaker you admire today once made many simple mistakes. Confidence grows step by step, not in one moment.
Each time you choose to speak, instead of staying silent, you take one small step forward. And those small steps create big change.
So be patient with yourself. Keep practicing and allow mistakes to be part of your learning story. Mistakes are progress in action. They show effort, courage, and real use of English. Keep moving forward. Always keep trying. Now let's talk about real-life mistakes, because this is where learning becomes memorable and fun. Stories help us remember lessons, and mistakes often create the best stories. They are the moments that stay in your memory, sometimes forever, and they teach you lessons you won't forget.
That's very true. When we laugh about a mistake, we relax. And when we relax, our brains learn better. So learning English doesn't have to be stressful. Mistakes can actually make learning exciting. Let's start with a simple, everyday example that many learners experience.
Imagine this situation. You are at the supermarket. You want to buy some apples. You go to the counter and you confidently say, "I wants 3 apple."
Grammatically, that sentence is not correct. We know it should be, "I want 3 apples." But let's ask a very important question here. Did the person understand you?
Exactly. This is the most important thing. Even though the sentence was not perfect, the person understood your meaning.
Yes, the worker smiled, gave you 3 apples, and everything worked perfectly. Communication was successful. You got what you needed, and that's the real goal of English.
That's the key point. Many learners focus only on their mistakes. Later, they think, "Oh no, I said wants with I. That was wrong. I feel silly." But the truth is, that mistake did not stop the conversation. It did not ruin the situation. You still succeeded.
Exactly. Instead of feeling embarrassed or frustrated, focus on the success. You spoke English. You were understood. You used the language in real life, which is the ultimate goal.
Mistakes are proof that you are trying. They show that you are brave enough to speak, even if you are not perfect. Each mistake is a step forward in your learning journey.
Let's look at another story, a bigger, funnier mistake that almost every learner can relate to. This one happens at a restaurant.
Yes, the restaurant story.
Imagine you just finished your meal. You want to ask for the bill, the check, so you can pay and leave. But instead, you look at the waiter and say, "Can I have the chicken, please?"
The waiter looks confused because you already finished your meal. Maybe you even ate a big steak. The waiter might think, "More food? Is this person still hungry?"
And suddenly you realize your mistake. You meant to say check, but your words came out as chicken. It's a small pronunciation or vocabulary slip, but it feels huge in the moment.
Yes, this moment can feel a little embarrassing, but here's the important part. What happens next determines your learning.
You laugh, the waiter laughs, and suddenly the stress disappears. Both of you share a small, funny moment.
Exactly, and now you have a story that you will never forget. This mistake became a strong teacher. A funny teacher, yes, but a teacher that teaches you lessons you will remember forever.
After this, you will never confuse check and chicken again. That's powerful learning, and it comes from a simple mistake.
And notice one thing. Even with the mistake, communication still worked. You corrected yourself, and the conversation continued smoothly.
These stories show something very important. Mistakes do not stop conversations. Fear stops conversations. When you accept mistakes, you continue speaking. When you fear mistakes, you stay silent.
Real communication is about connection, not perfection. People are more interested in your effort and your courage than your grammar.
Yes, people don't remember every word you say. They remember how you made them feel. They remember your effort, your smile, your energy.
So, if you smile, try, and keep going, your English is already working. Mistakes are part of the process. They are evidence that you are using the language.
Mistakes make learning human. They make stories. They make progress real. Without mistakes, learning would feel flat and boring.
So, don't be afraid of supermarket mistakes or restaurant mistakes. They are your teachers.
One day, you will laugh about them, maybe tell a friend, and realize that these small moments helped you become a stronger, more confident English speaker.
Because communication is success, even when grammar is not perfect. The lesson is simple. Speak, make mistakes, learn, and enjoy the process.
Exactly. Keep talking, keep practicing, and remember, every mistake is a step forward on your English journey.
Now that we've talked about mistakes and shared some funny stories, let's move to something very practical: how to handle mistakes with confidence. Many learners feel nervous or scared of making mistakes, but the truth is, mistakes are normal, and you can learn to deal with them calmly and positively.
Yes, this is really important. The first rule is don't say sorry for learning. Many learners automatically say, I'm sorry, every time they make a small mistake. But learning English is not something you need to apologize for. Mistakes are part of the process. You are practicing, and practicing is good.
Exactly. Imagine this. You are speaking to someone in English and you hesitate for a moment or make a small grammar slip. Saying sorry every time can make you feel embarrassed and slow you down. Instead, just keep talking. Focus on the message, not the mistake.
Yes, keep moving forward. Communication is more important than perfection. You can correct yourself if needed, but don't let a mistake stop your conversation. Speaking is your first priority, not grammar perfection.
And here's a very useful technique: quick self-correction. If you notice a mistake while speaking, you can just say, I mean, and continue. For example, if you say, I wants 3 apple, I want 3 apples. That's perfectly natural. It shows you are learning, but it keeps the conversation flowing.
Yes, this I mean trick is very helpful because it is short, simple, and friendly. It allows you to fix a mistake without stopping, apologizing, or losing confidence. The listener usually doesn't even think it's strange. They just see that you are communicating.
Another important tip is laugh at funny mistakes. Sometimes mistakes are hilarious, like our check versus chicken story. Laughing at yourself releases stress and makes the experience fun. Learning should be enjoyable, not frightening.
When you laugh, you relax, and your brain remembers better. Mistakes that make you smile or laugh are actually the most memorable lessons. You will never forget them. And laughter helps you feel confident next time you speak.
Yes, and remember, confidence does not mean never making mistakes. Confidence means being okay even when you make mistakes. You accept them, correct them if needed, and keep communicating. A very practical example: if you are ordering food and say, I wants 2 pizza, I want 2 pizzas, just smile and continue. No need to apologize. Keep your energy positive. The waiter understands and the conversation succeeds.
Exactly. Small self-corrections like that are natural. Native speakers do this all the time. They say, oops, or sorry, I said that wrong. It's completely normal. The key is to stay calm, keep talking, and enjoy the interaction.
Another tip is to practice self-correction in private first. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Record your voice on your phone. Make mistakes, correct them, laugh, and try again. This builds confidence so that when you speak to real people, mistakes feel normal and safe.
Yes, the mirror and recording techniques are amazing because they create a stress-free environment for practicing. You can make hundreds of mistakes without fear. Later, when you speak to others, you carry that calm confidence with you.
And remember, every mistake is a teacher. Every funny or small slip shows you what to improve next. Quick corrections, laughter, and keeping the conversation flowing are the tools that turn mistakes into learning opportunities.
So, to summarize, don't apologize for learning. Keep talking, correct yourself quickly if needed, and laugh at funny mistakes. These simple steps make mistakes less scary and English learning much more enjoyable.
Yes, Handle mistakes with confidence, and you will notice your English improving faster. You will speak more naturally, enjoy conversations more, and feel proud of every attempt you make.
Remember, English is about connection, not perfection. Confidence comes from using the language, making mistakes, and learning from them. So embrace your mistakes, smile, and keep moving forward.
Exactly. Mistakes are not failures, they're stepping stones. Each one brings you closer to speaking English fluently and confidently.
Keep practicing, keep smiling, and always remember, your mistakes are part of your learning journey. They are your friends, your teachers, and your confidence builders.
Yes, keep talking, keep making mistakes, and keep enjoying the process. That's how real learning happens. We've talked a lot about mistakes, and now it's time for some practical tips to help you practice English safely, confidently, and even enjoyably. Learning English should never feel scary. It should feel fun, encouraging, and full of small victories.
Absolutely. The first tip I want to share is mirror practice. Yes, talking to yourself in front of a mirror may sound a little funny at first, but it's one of the best ways to improve your speaking skills.
The mirror is a safe space. You can make mistakes, correct yourself, and practice without anyone judging you. You can experiment with words, sentences, and pronunciation freely. If you make a mistake, the mirror will just smile back at you.
Exactly. You can even act out real-life situations. For example, practice ordering food, buying groceries, or asking for directions. Speak clearly. Try different words. Make mistakes. Correct them. And see yourself improving every day.
Another excellent tool is recording your voice. Using your phone or computer, record yourself reading a short dialogue or speaking freely. Then listen to it carefully.
When you listen, you'll notice small mistakes or pronunciation errors. But here's the exciting part. You can correct them and try again. Over time, you will hear your progress. This technique is like having your own personal teacher.
Yes, and recording yourself also helps build confidence. Sometimes learners are nervous speaking to other people, but if you practice recording your voice, you realize mistakes are normal and speaking is fun.
And remember, even native speakers make mistakes. English speakers say the wrong words sometimes, forget a word, or mix up tenses. Nobody is perfect. So if a native speaker can make mistakes, it's completely okay for you to make mistakes too.
Exactly. Mistakes are universal. They happen to everyone, and that's why it's normal and nothing to fear. You're practicing, you're learning, and you're improving. That's what matters most.
Now, to make this interactive and fun, we have a question for all our listeners. We want you to share your funny English mistakes in the comments. Did you ever say the wrong word, mix up phrases, or mispronounce something in a funny way?
Yes, we love reading your stories. Sharing them is not just fun, it also inspires other learners. It shows that mistakes happen to everyone, and you are not alone on your English journey.
And while you're at it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with your friends or family who are learning English too. Sharing these lessons helps others gain confidence and makes learning more enjoyable for everyone.
Exactly. When you like and share, you help us create more episodes full of practical tips, funny stories, and confidence-building advice. And when you comment, you become part of our learning community, helping others feel brave enough to speak English.
Remember, the key points are simple. Practice in front of a mirror. Record your voice to hear and improve. Don't fear mistakes. Laugh at them, and know that even native speakers make errors.
Mistakes are friends. Practice is your tool, and courage is your guide. The more you speak, the better you get. The more you practice, the more confident you become. And the more confident you are, the more fun learning English becomes.
So keep talking, keep making mistakes, and keep smiling while learning. Every small step counts. Every conversation is progress. Every mistake is a lesson.
We are so proud of all of you. Learning a language is a big adventure, and you are doing an amazing job by being here, practicing, and not giving up.
Yes, keep going, keep practicing, keep laughing, and remember, your mistakes are part of your journey, your progress in your stories.
And before we finish, don't forget to write your funny English mistakes in the comments. We can't wait to read them.
Thank you so much for listening today. Keep practicing, stay confident, and enjoy every moment of learning English.
Yes, keep speaking, keep learning, and keep having fun. Until next time, everyone.
Goodbye, and remember, mistakes are your friends.